on the centrals.
8.654 Bannockburn, as long as the money's enough. Werribee. Thomson 4.428 from the ruck contest. Douglas kicks it off the ground, straight into Clark, who's back on the ground. Douglas is there again, gets a second possession, kick is smothered again. Punch to the back towards Watts. Handballs it away to Christian Shaw. Kick around the corner, but Grigg, he had it and he fell over, so he couldn't get it. And Borman did, and goes towards Allen on a long lead. Kiss against him, tapped it back towards Petula. Fell over at the crucial stage. O'Neill tried to keep it in. Tyquin comes across to help out. Running backwards 50, kick around the corner. It's all Thomson though. And Douglas takes the mark at defensive 50. He's got Yo at centre wing. He likes to go further towards Clark. Punched away from behind and did well in the end to see it over from Brad Watts. Boundary throwing right in front of our commentary position. On centre wing, Grigg and Hager Bowles. Christian Shaw lurking at the back as well. Short throw in, Grigg gets it down to the side. Sanderson runs on it through the middle, gets a kick away towards half forward, floating. Dylan just the only one with eyes on the ball. Kick around towards centre wing. Matt Watts should have taken the mark. Hager Bowles, there's four of them there, and they mess it up. Reeks there as well. Brent McLeod tried to get the handball out. Then he got the kick towards half forward. Might go out before Clark could keep it in. And
good throw in that time. Up high was
too early, was a free.
And, almost a free kick should have been to Grigg, wasn't paid. Dylan, well tackled, but gets a kick towards half forward. Tyquin at the back. Picked up the crumbs, handball to Werple. Werple back on it again. A check side kick from 50 metres, almost into the arms of Michael Allen at full forward. Unfortunately, hasn't got the pace of his opponent.
Pushed him after he kicked it though.
So the free kick will come back to Kiss. Why wouldn't it have been?
Well, he deemed it was in the back and not late, I guess.
I see, before the kick.
Yeah, I thought it was a bit late myself, but
it should have been down the ground. So Kiss now chips it, finds Sanderson. Sanderson for Thomson, still half-back flank. Oh, that's a terrible kick to give Grigg no chance at all as the ball comes to ground. Oh, a player under that. Hager Bowles was, no, he's okay. I thought he fell a bit awkwardly there. Sanderson goes in hard. Looks like Allen. Was that the glasses or the pen?
I think it was the pen.
Oh, thank God for that. So the ball is in the umpire's hands in front of the scoreboard here at Victoria Park. Allen, bit of body work there. Oh, high tackle on Stephen McLeod. A little fortunate perhaps, but certainly it was there.
Yeah, no doubt.
And now the kick goes towards Oakley at half forward he's playing, but he takes the mark on true centre wing. So Dean Oakley for Thomson. I think Grubby, they're showing a lot more intensity at the moment, Thomson.
Well, they are.
So it goes towards Menzies. I thought Menzies might have had it first and paid the mark to Ross Dillon. So Dillon now, half-back flank for Bannockburn. Neither side in the first 3.5 minutes scored in this third quarter. Ball into the corridor. Oh, mark dropped by Van Ingen. Picked up by Woods. Round the body towards Tyquin at half forward. And Tyquin takes a strong chest mark. Gee, this kid's improved, hasn't he?
He has.
Long kick from Tyquin. It's into the goal square. Oh, was it touched?
I don't think anyone's touched that.
It is touched off.
I hate goal umpires that do that.
The field umpire, I think, might have given a touched indication. So it is a behind off the boot of Tyquin. 8-7-55 Bannockburn.
Oh, he's gone.
Thomson.
There he is.
The Grandy Cyclone Sport third quarter scoreboard.
Tom O'Neill.
Run us through it, Joe.
Well, they played on from full-back, got the handball away to McLeod there. So he's 20 metres out directly in front. He comes in and he kicks the goal. Tells Tom O'Neill all about it. So does Michael Allen.
So you can make. This one is the biggest mistake you can make.
Aaron Eddy has a shot for goal, 30 metres out directly in front. This to make it 2 goals from the last possession. Comes in. Oh, he's missed it, I think, too. So 3 for 1 behind.
Back into their game.
So O'Neill, Sean, to bring the ball back in. That's a much better looking kick. Looking for Grigg. Doesn't quite reach him, however, and he's bumped out of the play. There's a whistle on play. Don't know whether it was the trailing umpire gave that. I don't think
it was. There. Peter West.
So Russell Grigg goes towards Oakley at half forward. He can't take the mark. Ball goes back towards the forward 54 Bannockburn. Coming back on the footy. Great tackle. Umpire Well, umpire gave the decision, didn't say what it was for, and then took off. So no wonder the players get upset. That's ridiculous. But there's Broman, and I reckon it was for a good tackle, causing the ball to drop in the...
He actually went like that, the umpire, gave the drop of the ball.
But he took off.
Yeah.
Didn't say anything to anybody. Players need to know, Grubby, what's going on in the game, surely. Broman now, from 50. It's touched off the boot as in the last line of defence. Big punch away there.
True umpire there, well done.
In comes the ball again. We're underway. Allen doing the ruckwood down the root. Brilliant tap down. Intercepted by Brent McLeod. Handball to Betson. Betson now across the face of goal. In good position there is Shaw for Bannockburn. On the left foot, round the body. In the last line of defence, Betson takes the mark. Handball Brent McLeod. Handball back to O'Neill. Handball back to Ben. This is where they're getting into trouble. They're trying to handball their way out of trouble in the last line of defence, and it's putting them in more trouble. Ball finally comes to Brent McLeod. Chip pass has found Mitchell. I think every player for Thomson almost in the defensive half. Oh, back into the corridor. Oh, might have been lucky to be paid.
He just chopped the arms, he's paid.
But Yeo gets the free kick there, and he's kicked the ball almost straight to Fertilla. Terrible kick off the boot. Brad Watts, great pace, handball to Fertilla.
Oh, that's a great kick.
That's a check side, left foot for Fertilla, and it's gone through the goals. Fertilla kicks his third. That was taken into the goal square. McLeod's right out of the game.
I don't think he'd be doing that. Clinton Shaw retired years ago.
Greg from the ruck contest. Christian close enough.
Sorry.
The back end of the square. Yo gets it towards Sanderson, who takes the mark. In between wing and half forward. Jacko McLeod gives him a lead, but the kick's not going to get there.
No.
And just sits up in play. Greg takes the mark. At half back. Goes along the line towards centre wing. Sean O'Neill gets in there. Broman. Got one high. Yeah, the umpire said it's his free.
Now, I disagree with that.
Okay, fair enough.
Because I reckon he grabbed the ball and just ducked straight away. And they're the ones you don't pay, I reckon.
So Broman, kick, scrubby kick. Yo in front, got one over the shoulder, should get a free kick. Oh. Tell you what. Michael Allen has got to be a bit careful there.
Well, we've said it all year about him every time we've come out here.
So, Matt Watt stood his ground, did nicely. Clark gives it away to Oakley. Gives it to Kiss. Handball to a standing start. Sean O'Neill. Handballs it back to Scott. Oh, jeez, I thought he was going to kick it the wrong way. Oh, yeah.
Going the wrong way.
They're under pressure, that's why. Good play by Bannockburn. Now Betson from half back towards centre wing. Steve McLeod.
That's a free.
Yeah, that's a free for a hold. So McLeod has got it. Clark gave him half a lead. McLeod, he gives it away to Scott. Thought about kicking it across the ground, then goes long, straight.
Oh, it's not like this.
Straight to Bannockburn. And Greg gets it away to Ross Dillon at half back. Lopes around, goes on the left boot, terrible off the boot. Betson has to sit and wait. Oh, Eddie, too easy. Then he gets it around towards Christian Shaw, and coming out Allen, and coming through Shaw and Kiss, and they see it over the boundary line.
A mistake when there's actually no pressure put on.
Absolutely.
It's in the mind now.
Yeah, so the ball thrown in. Allen gets a tap down for Bannockburn. Comes to ground. Players, that was a high tackle. Ran into him with his leg, I'd say. And Fertilla has the free kick. Bending down, trying to pick the footy up, and somebody tried to run straight through him. That's basically what it was.
I think the fact that his leg connected with him was quite accidental.
Yes.
Unintentional.
So Fertilla now, already a goal a few moments ago. About to have a shot. He would be 47, 48 metres out. It's a glorious kick off the boot. I think the winds has got it right at the last, and it's veered offline. So 3 goals, 2 off the boot of Brad Fertilla.
10 under pressure. I don't mind him going back when there's no pressure.
Brad McLeod kicks it into Sean O'Neill. Takes 2 bounces, runs to defensive 50, goes towards centre wing, measures the pass, and it's okay. O'Donoghue kicks it back towards Mitchell, short kick, just the 15. Chips the ball over the top to McKay. Handballs it on to Brent McLeod. Now he goes to half forward. It's okay. Clark takes the mark. Douglas gives him a lead. He goes in that direction also Menzies. Menzies takes the mark at 50 for Thomson. Got ugly long, he go. Oh, jeez, that's a good mark from Jackson McLeod. He's got a very strong hand straight up above his head. And took the mark and will shoot for goal from 35 out.
I think when you add him to Rossi Dando and the coach, Dylan, they've got one of the better backlines in the competition, actually.
Keeps it low into the breeze. And I think he's missed through for one. Scoreboard, 14 minutes played.
So quickly back in from Taylor. Long kick at mark through the hands of Tyquin into the arms of Shaw. Back to Grigg, chips it towards half forward. Kiss can't take the mark. Hagger bowls. Through it. That's unbelievable. Wow. So it goes into the arms of Brad Watts, into the arms there of Allen. Can't take the mark. At the last moment, Brent McLeod was able to spoil. Allen threw it over the top to Eddie. Eddie from the goal square. It's touched off the boot and...
Oh, jeez.
Oh, he's got away with it.
Kicks into Betson just.
He
Finds him.
himself, doesn't he?
So Betson handballs it away to McLeod again. Still only 15 out from goal. Oh, then he measures the pass to Scott. And he gives it back to McLeod. So they haven't gained really much.
No,
They've gained 20 metres.
Take something and move out the other side. There's Jackson way up on the half-back flank.
My worry is if they make a mistake here, it's costly, bad costly.
Goes to Oakley, who wants to play on. So he wheels and goes towards centre wing. Atkinson has to sit and wait for it at the back. Goes up, can't take the mark. Mitchell's there as well. Atkinson had the run of the football but then loses it. Good tackle. Mitchell's got it again. His handball was smothered. Atkinson over the top of it for Thomson. And pushed off the football was O'Neill. The umpire saw it. Free kick.
Clear cut. That was side on, weren't we?
Yep. So O'Neill called to play on. Nowhere really to kick to, so he just pops it up. Clark from behind goes up. Oh, in front. Roscoe takes the mark. Goes to Eddie. Takes the mark at half forward. Aaron Eddie will nearly kick it from here. 55 out. He's a good kick for goal. I've got two right. There you go.
There you go.
Eddie has kicked it for his first of the afternoon. And the 11th for Bannockburn. 11-10-7.
By Bannockburn. Umpire says I'll try it again. As player held up with the football in.
I thought they were in huge trouble when Johnny Mitchell said at half-time, we'll win this. I thought they're gone now.
Jackson McLeod held without the footy as he came through from half forward. And that's not a bad idea, playing him at half forward. Now, terrible kick from Stephen McLeod, and the turnover exists as it comes forward of centre wing to Matt Watts. Watts now, and he's done very well today as looks for Allen. And
so then why do you do that?
Yeah, exactly right. I couldn't agree more, Grubby, as he's gone towards the goal square, and Eddie's just too strong for all.
I think he's been involved in a couple more too. He's been a big help down there. Don't worry about that.
So now he's only 10 metres out as he comes in.
All right.
They've been watching telly, these fellas, and it works because Eddie's kicked his second in a minute and extended the lead of the Bannockburn side.
Him a bit of a, here and there, getting him that angry. He loses the plot.
He's too valuable for them.
Of course he is. He's a great player.
Back to the middle. Hagger bowls. Oh, Rove, tight tackle there for Bannockburn. Over the top.
Oh, don't give.
Don't they?
Yeah, they do.
A couple of games they weren't going so well. Haven't had quite so much to say.
No, a few of them actually dropped their heads and sulked a little bit early in the year. But as we said before the game, they're a much different Bannockburn unit that we did see early in the year, and they're a chance to push the top two. Don't worry about that.
Well,
So,
in this sort of form.
Ho's got it. 35 out directly in front. Comes in. Right foot kick. Holds up with a breeze and through for one behind.
And that's not the case at the moment. No way, no, not the way they're playing now.
So Sean O'Neill decided to play on, went one way, then the other, came back across the ground to Hodgson. Now he's got it, doesn't know where to go, and chance of turning it over. No, he's gone right across looking for and finding Kiss, across the face of goal. Dangerous territory for Thomson, but they persist. Handball to Tom O'Neill, and what does he do? Kicked it straight into the arms of Fatilla for Bannockburn. He goes straight into the arms of Tyquin, and Tyquin, inside forward 50, would have to be a chance to...
How many goals you get from mistakes?
So Tyquin now, lovely kick off the boot, and I don't reckon he kicks it as far as his father used to, but I tell you what, he can kick...
10 goals the difference here at Victoria Park. Grigg and Hagger bowls. Grigg gets it down. And Watts gives it to one of the men in question. Warple, kick around the corner towards half forward. Matt Watts to run onto it. Eddie gives him a good shepherd, does nicely. Matt Watts keeps it in. Right foot kick towards Allen. Wrapped up, handball away to Tyquin. 2 in a minute. Has he got it? Oh, the goal umpire. The goal umpire is going for an Academy Award, I tell you. And Tyquin is kicking.
And they're too hard to win. In the middle, Greg got the tap down to the ground level, and he attacked it very strongly. He was tackled without the footy, and we'll take the free kick middle of the ground. So he hasn't been their worst player either.
No, been good.
He kicks it long, inside forward 50. This time Allen tries to get his opponent out of the contest, can't do so. Stephen McLeod, he was tackled without the footy. Play on, said the umpire, gee, it's pretty rough and tough in there. Watts broke through a tackle, gets a handball to Warple. He goes goalwards. The young fella you're just speaking about a moment ago, Grubby, he's kicked his first goal for the game.
For no kicks, no money. He's not doing too well, Warren, today. No wonder, I forgot he's not playing.
Back in the middle, Greg gets it down, roved though by Christian Shaw, just back on the ground, wheels around on the left, short little kick towards Ho. Greg though picks it up, gives it away. Toes has got it. Thought about the handball, bit of candy, left foot kick to half forward. Punched away, good play by Sanderson, good use of the body. And he takes it at half forward. Menzies at full forward now. He goes long towards the goal square. Big pack there, punch to the front. Coming in at Steve McLeod. Roy wrapped up by 2, then got rid of the football. McKay, handball to Mitchell off a step. Kick was smothered. Comes back towards Hagger Bowles. Just a short little kick. He only fell over when he got the kick away, but it might sit okay. Watts rides a couple of bumps. Loses the football on the tackle. Grigg, he tries to create a path and has to go and get the football himself. Sean O'Neill, he's ripped off the football as well. Didn't have it. The umpire said play on advantage. McKay runs to half forward. Goes long to Dando and Grigg. They got a couple there. Bannockburn. Handball battle. Sets Grigg up. Jackson McLeod puts on the tackle, but Christian Shaw back there in support as well. Best kick in the in local football, Christian Shaw, when he's on. He gives it away to Ho by foot towards Fatula. It goes up, punched away at the back by O'Donoghue. Now coming through again Fatula. He handballs it back 30 metres. Handball from Peters back to the middle. Fatula folded up, wheels around on the left and goes long towards Allen and also Broman. I read it the better, then couldn't take the mark. Tapped it on beautifully to Warple, and he misses and threw for one behind.
Because it's been an avalanche in this quarter. 7 goals to 0.
It has.
So Stephen McLeod looking for players to move for him. Sees Kiss on the half-back flank and finds him. Kiss now kicked it to a nest of Bannockburn players. Can't believe it. Sanderson got rid of it fairly quickly. Picked up there. Trying to work out what happened there. But
The fella, Clark, it wouldn't do too much damage for Allen if he hit him, would it? It wouldn't take much.
So from the throw-in, it was Christian Shaw went for the big double-fisted punch. It's come back from whence it came. Oh, there's the ball now, back into play. So the umpire suggested that the ball in wasn't high enough, so we'll have a repeat. That's a much better effort. So good work, the umpires. Picked up by Hagger Bowles. Off a step as it looked like our man again, sort of shirt fronted the guy. Now
he's just reckless, isn't he?
Finals, you will have the top umpires going around and they won't miss stuff like that into finals. They'll be right onto it.
So from the ball in, it was Allen gets the tap down as in front of the pack. Hodgson gets a handball clear. Mackay goes to the middle of the ground. Mitchell can't mark at ground level. Sanderson, he's put down fairly heavily. Shaw picks it up for Bannockburn. Somebody, Thomson player kicked out of his hands, I reckon, on that occasion. The ball comes to Warple. Warple, handball looking for Tyquin. Can't find him as the ball goes towards the boundary and over for a throw-in. 28.5.
Themselves an extra 12 metres and put it out of bounds. So they're just doing everything right today.
Ruck contest. Grigg gets it down to the front. Steve McLeod goes towards Clark on centre wing. Takes the mark. Handballs it away to Steve McLeod again. He followed it up. Goes towards Oakley at half forward. Takes the mark. Steve McLeod follows it up again. Gets through a couple. Handballs it to McKay. 35 out and closing. Misses. 3 for 1 behind. The mark against 3. Woods was there, can't believe he took the mark. He goes towards the lead of Menzies, but chopping it off. Grigg, been good today. Goes towards Woods at half back.
Well, that's a difference in
and out, hasn't he, Woods?
Yeah. He does it in bursts, doesn't he?
Goes towards centre wing. Tyquin third up, punched away by Yo and tapped on by Kiss. That's Grigg. Over the back of the pack. Kick off the ground by Ho, coming through. Hodgson does nicely, backs his pace, runs through the middle, then turns the ball over. Taylor though can't take the mark. Tozer, left foot kick towards half forward, punched away. Dillon's there. Grigg rides the bump. Oakley comes across, might sit for him okay. He can get away from Perkins. He loses the football though. Perkins worried him out of it. Then he loses the football and McKay off a step kicks another behind.
Just goes to show what pressure will do in the game of footy, Grubby, really. As the ball's come 2 kicks out from the goal square, taken there by Taylor. He goes, and there's on the other side, he's gone looking for Shaw at centre half back. And
what's going on here?
What's happened here?
Something's happened in the
Christian
goal square.
Shaw's mouthed him, I think.
Well, it's amazing because the siren has sounded at half-time. Thomson got a kick after the siren, and at three-quarter time they've done exactly the same as Jackson McLeod. Given the 50-37, they trail Bannockburn 15 goals, 12, 102.
Goal kickers. It's going to be O'Neill up against Haggaboles, and O'Neill gets it down. Christian Shaw wrapped up by Dean Oakley. Ball spills free just as the umpire says it'll be mine. Secondary bounce in the middle. He does that now. O'Neill gets it down. Ball comes out. Tom O'Neill rides a bump, then gets a short little kick away, gains 10 metres, goes and gets his own football. That's Alan Woodman like. Through the middle, Jackson McLeod from centre wing. Tries to set it up, but Ross Dando. Best part of his game, Roscoe, is marking. He judges it very nicely. Gives it away to Christian Shaw. Got one late. Yeah, trailing umpire got it. So Bannockburn with the free kick is an advantage. No, it has to come back. So it'll be at half forward for the Country Tigers. Matty Tyquin bring it back.
Silly part of Tozer gave the free kick away, and he can't get up off the ground. He hurt himself.
He goes long to full forward. Eddie goes up. And was that in the back? Yes, said the umpire. So Thomson will take the free kick. This is Pat O'Neill. He gets it. He goes to Kiss in the back pocket.
He's got no one to kick to.
No, there's not a lot of run at the moment. He goes along the line to Tom O'Neill now. Punched away by Warple. Does nicely. And so this is Pat O'Neill. Oakley's there as well against Watts. Short boundary throw in. Haggaboles. Big thump. Gains, 40 metres. And Broman can't catch up. God.
Am I ever going?
Oh, no, don't
start that again, Grub.
Yep. Christian Shaw gets the ruck contest. Gets it down to the front of the pack. Tigers with the numbers. Brad Watts handballs it back to Tyquin. Sets him up though. In. Haggaboles at the front. Through the middle, Alistair Woods. Little toe poke. Jesse Douglas over top of it as well. Pushed off the football. Tyquin's in there as well, fighting hard for it. Coming through Reek. Short little kick. Handball from Matt Watts back towards Christian Shaw. Great little pick up. Can he get the kick away? Strength he can, but he misses and through for one behind.
15-11. East Geelong 10-16. Inverleigh 2-4. Winchelsea 1 behind. North Geelong 30 goals 17.
Oof.
Belpost Hill 13-6. Corio 1-6. West Sporting Club 9-2. Belmont Lions 12-5. So in the meantime, the ball has come towards the half-back flank for Thomson. Handball comes to O'Neill. Back into the corridor, looking for Douglas. Dropped it like a hot potato. Picked up there by Reek for Bannockburn. Back towards the full forward position. Fertilla claimed the mark from behind. Umpire not prepared to pay it. Now we've got Stacks on the mill. And
probably touched it first, and I don't think he marked that, no.
Fair enough. So good decision by the umpire. From the ball up, Fertilla brings it down. Matt Watts, ball smothered directly off his boot. Now we've got Stacks on the mill again, and the umpire surely will blow the whistle, which he's been kicking in this quarter. Thomson, 1 goal since half-time to this point in time. There's Tyquin dragged, who was it? Sean O'Neill, I think, off the ball. Certainly didn't have it. And the umpire thought likewise, and O'Neill now across the face of goal. Not a good kick, but he'll get away with it to Kiss. Kiss now surely he's not going to come back across the
No,
goal. Goes long to Douglas, but Christian Shaw does well. Created the contest, gets the ball to ground. Now we've got Stacks on the middle again. I'll tell you what, we've got a bit of that in this quarter. As players obviously getting a bit tireder, and as Grubby said before, nothing hanging to it for the Thomson perspective, so they'll be quite happy just to keep it null and void for the last quarter. Menzies picks it up for Thomson. His handball found Broman for North. He gets it back again, runs into forward 50, skimming past, a little bit too low. Handball comes out. Atkinson, he'll need to get rid of it. He can't, and I think he'll be gone.
He's gone.
So Tyquin there, 2 goals to his credit. He's 35 metres out. It's not a bad looking kick. It's across the face of goal, in the goal square. Oh, it's cleared by Menzies, decides to have a bounce, and kicks long towards centre wing. Dean Oakley got his opponent out of the contest. Oh, I would have thought side on. I don't know.
Well,
The free kick's there to Bannockburn anyway, so we don't have any say in it. As McLeod now, Stephen to Jackson to Stephen, and finally to Douglas. Now they come forward of the centre line for the first time in the quarter, Thomson, as Greg picks it up. A wild kick forward. We've got a one-on-one with Brent McLeod and Ross Dillon. Now Dillon, the cavalry, comes to support him, and in the meantime the ball has run towards the behind.
metres is the only way you could pay that. I don't think he did. No, I think it's a free kick.
All right, so with that analysis, the ball's now been thrown in from the behind post once again, and we've got, again in the quarter, Stacks on the middle. Well, what happened there? Handballed out to Stephen McLeod, did he not?
Yep.
And McLeod had a pot shot for goal and missed his second.
Taylor, full back for Bannockburn, goes to the pocket. Dillon takes the mark. Comes back across the goal to Dando. Dando to Brad Watts. Still just inside defensive 50, takes the mark. Northern end of the ground. Comes along towards Hagger Bowles. O'Donoghue's there, gets a hand to it. Can't keep it in. O'Neill against Hagger Bowles to the front of the pack. Tom O'Neill gets it now. Kicks it around the corner. Back towards Greg, who comes at it. Off the back of the pack was McKay, couldn't take it. Brent McLeod couldn't either. Perkins got the handball out to Dando, to Christian Shaw at the back end of the centre square at half-back. Takes a bounce, takes 2. Might take another one. He just holds it up. He draws a player, handballs it to a standing start. Tyquin, 45 out and closing, goes towards goal. And across the face and out of bounds.
Oh, yes, how would you be?
Tell you what, opens up a mouth-watering contest for next week where we'll be going, doesn't it?
Yes,
Yes.
Where be which?
Right. Wherever we, that's right, wherever you winch. East Geelong, Cryo.
So the ball, it's gone ring around the rosy here as the ball's come right across the ground for Thomson there. Thomson through Mitchell, go to Oakley. He's, well, I was going to say the ball was stolen from him, but umpire suggested the tackle was too high. So Dean Oakley, shocking kick off the boot. Off the instep of the boot, I couldn't believe it's the same side.
Well, it's probably not.
So the ball thrown in, not a good throw in, but Greg got in front for Thomson, made a contest. Now the kickers come towards the centre wing. Oakley threw it out to Brett McLeod. Handball to O'Neill. O'Neill now goes towards the goal square. One on about 5. Jackson McLeod, and has outmarked a lot of them. Red
The fall on at the other end, so yeah, good play.
So McLeod now, 20 metres out, directly in front, moves in and has
Gold.
goal umpires making a bit of an issue.
Back to the middle. O'Neill, Hagger Bowles. O'Neill gets a second tap. Douglas ripped off the football. Tyquin handball to Taylor. He runs through the middle for Bannockburn, goes towards half forward, coming out at pace. Good mark for Tula. Did nicely. Oh, Atkinson, be careful. Oh, there it is.
Oh, a bit tiggy.
There it is. He loves it, doesn't he?
He did all day last week.
Hey? Is he a policeman?
Yeah.
Is he?
Yeah.
Ah, it's a good guess, wasn't it? So 50 metres.
There's got to be allowance of accidents in our game, surely. Like Atkinson, there's no intent whatsoever in that.
No, the first one he let go, and then he just sort of did not much again. The second one he pinged, but look, Nah, no 50.
Fatula
No 50.
kicks his fourth. 16th for Bannockburn, 16-13.
Yes, the hurt's bad enough, isn't it?
Yeah.
So in the middle, ball up again. Grigg back in the ruck and
Actually,
Hagaball.
tell him to nick off. He gives another one.
Douglas picked up the footy. He was tackled immediately. Come loose. Now it's Brad Watts using pace. Handball back to, that was Hinchcliffe on the ground. Haven't sided him all day. As his kick is marked at half-back by O'Neill for Thomson. Stemming the tide once again. Sean O'Neill wide to the flank. I don't know who it was meant for. If it was meant for Clark, he was a long, long way out in front of him, and in the meantime, possession prevails. Bannockburn can take it right across the face of goal. They decide to go otherwise, so it was Dando out to Grigg. Grigg now, good-looking left foot kick. The lead's out there. Oh, almost a great mark there by Woods. Couldn't he? In fact, it might have been Watts. Oh. So the ball now at half-back. Menzies picks up the footy. Where's he going to go? Straight across the ground, and Werple read it beautifully. He intercepted, and he's played very well for a young fella, this bloke.
Yes.
So it is, he's done well. So Werple now moves in. Very, very smart. Unfortunately, didn't quite get to Christian Shaw, but the idea was right. Shaw round the body, looking for... well, I'm not too sure who took them out.
It was Eddie.
But I think somebody might have just said to Atkinson, sorry, pal, in the nicest way. So Eddie now, oh, what's he done? He's kicked it across the face of goal. Final quarter scoreboard, 15.5 minutes gone.
Steve McLeod kicks in, plays on, but only as far as Warple again at half forward. Takes the mark. So goes long towards the 10 metres square, off hands at the back. Atkinson gives it away to O'Donoghue. Tumbling punt out towards Menzies and Brad Watts.
Oh, it's a good foot race.
It is.
Great foot race.
Andrew throw in, favours Grigg, big thumper weight, gains 50 metres towards centre wing. Clark over the top of it, pushed in the back, said the umpire. Handballed it away to Atkinson, who was on a standing start. He handballs it away quickly to Menzies, kicks it across the ground towards Hodgson. Worked Perkins below the footy nicely and then runs on to Perkins. Bared down, but he goes towards Brent McLeod. Good mark. And we'll shoot for goal from 35 out, slight angle.
And McLeod at the start of the game may well have caused him some trouble with his pace.
McLeod comes in, brings it back with the breeze, but not far enough, and through for one behind.
About Thomson last week, and they came out this week and let us all down, didn't they?
So Taylor now, long kick has found Tyquin, decides to play on quickly. So two kicks and the ball is in the middle of the ground for Bannockburn. Atkinson does well at that contest, wins the ball back, goes towards full forward, and Brett McLeod from behind. Now, I don't see a lot different in that mark to the one at the other end where they say second time in a minute he's having a shot for goal, handballed it to brother Jackson, and Jackson just goes bang and has kicked.
Gus won a table at the dinner rather than one seat.
Then I'll cop Jackie Vervis and Cullen and Jeruso and all those mongrels.
From the ruck contest, Hagabowles now gets the kick out of the centre towards Tyquin at half forward. Atkinson right next to him. Watts over the top of it as well. Following it up was Ho, gets it around the corner. Douglas runs back, past Allen, handballs it. Only as far as Reek, handball over the top, punched away. Oh, into Eddie, who's standing in the goal square, kicks the goal.
Got it, I think, yeah.
So Aaron Eddie has kicked the goal. It was, it didn't look too good. It was cumbersome, but
again, 20 minutes gone, final quarter. It's starting to get very, very cold instead of just cold. As the ball now comes down from that ball up, ends up in the arms of Dando. Oh, great work, Menzies. Intercepted the handball, runs inside forward 50, goes bang, and has missed. 116 Bannockburn, Smith's Holden Bloodsuzuki final quarter scoreboard. We've been going 21 minutes from the kick in. It's come to Dylan. Dylan has got young Warple screaming at him just in front of our broadcast position, and the kick finds the target. Warple now along the boundary, didn't hit it too well as, well, probably I would have thought a free kick against Allen. Is that concentrates that well. He's facing the wrong way.
Well, he was on the man on the mark. He's got the wrong, facing the wrong way.
In the middle, great mark. Jackson McLeod from behind goes the long kick towards the full forward position. 3 against 1 against Brent McLeod up there. Coming to the ball. McLeod follows up quickly, picks it up. Hooks it around the check side kick, and Brent McLeod has kicked the instructions what he's got to get for tea.
Obviously, no race. Curry chicken. Back to the middle. Allen having a run of the ruck. Grigg gets it down. Oakley leaves it behind. Through the middle, Sanderson handballs it out. Hinchcliffe left it in the end for Warple to get the kick towards half forward. Punched away at the back by Douglas, tapped on by Grigg, goes towards McLeod, pushed past the ball. Warple coming at it. McKay. Warple got his hands free and tried to get the ball away. Still 50 for Thomson. And Neil comes in and Hodgson as well.
Who's having a go, mate?
No, Curry chicken for 2 here though. Goes over the back. Now Peters over the top of it as well. Wrapped up, not going anywhere. The umpire will ball it up. 45 out. Here we go. A little bit of a scrimmage.
Yeah, just settle down, boys. It's not worth it now.
Oh, there we go. There we go. Jackson's not very happy. And free kick going to Scott, is it? Yes. So...
Was that Ross Dando was in that, was he? I don't like him.
I don't know. Big Mick Allen's back in there again somewhere. the thing about him, though, he's been pretty good for their success today.
Yeah,
he's just got to curb that a little bit, you know.
So Chris Scott kicking from just inside 50, gives it everything he's got. It's good for accuracy, and I think good for
goal.
Yes, it is. So
no,
you're up with it?
Okay, in the middle.
Not all of them. I just
Alan gets a tap down for Bannockburn, but
it's on here. It is on here. Peters, I think it was.
Whoops, there's a whistle on play.
There's a goal, there's a fight. Who said we were asleep?
Funnily enough.
Russell Grigg's not too happy with him, I tell you.
So there's umpires, there's players, and now
it's actually a point. It's not a goal.
I don't know that.
Yeah, this umpire. He's umpiring.
So it looks as if it's cleared out in the middle. I don't know. Haven't seen any cards or any.
Well, in the end, all it is another inside 50 to Thomson. There you go.
So you got the stats right.
Yeah.
So in the meantime, the ball's in the hands of Werple, half-back flank, chips it inboard and finds Roweth. Still backward of centre for Bannockburn. Another chip pass, that's a terrible kick. Tyquin, he's thrown down after he got rid of the footy. That's got to be a free kick every day of the week.
Well, they're doing a bit of whinging up there, but I reckon it was there.
Oh, yeah, I think that was there on that occasion. He's lucky. You know, I heard the umpire saying, give it to him. There'd be 50 metres if he hadn't have handed it over quickly. Gee, that was a big effort at mark there by Alistair Woods for Bannockburn. The ball is...
Oh, it was Peters.
Lincoln Peters. I think he's been in.
No, it was Ben Hinchcliffe. But all he was doing was going in 100% hard. No dirty stuff. You've got to allow that. And the Thomson boys didn't like how hard he went in. Well, guess what? If they went in as hard as he did all day, the scores would be a lot closer.
So Yo gets the free kick into the middle. Handball goes to Douglas. Douglas goes goalwards. Almost kicked it straight in the arms of Ross Dillon. Very happy to Suzuki final quarter scoreboard. 27 minutes gone.
Dillon kicks it in. Finds Grigg in the back pocket. Over the top to Dillon again. Goes the left foot towards half back. Oh, nobody really wanted. Atkinson was 50 in line. He can't pick it up either, right? He might be able to now. Rides a bump, gets the handball out. Not going anywhere though, Menzies. He's wrapped up by about half a dozen Bannockburn players. Pushed over the boundary line. We'll have a throw in between wing and half forward on the outer side. Thomson just into attack. Ball up, in fact. Punched away by Grigg. Oakley roved it. Hodgson goes long towards McLeod.
He's going to get a free, McLeod.
Taylor thought it was Ross Dillon.
Oh, I don't think he did. I think he was trying to play
tried to sell the dummy.
The old double bluff, but it didn't work.
So Brent McLeod will have a shot for goal 20 metres out directly.
There's a bit of banter going on from player to player out there, isn't there?
Well, there is. And these two clubs, as we said before the start of the game, they've always had as I say, the confidence factor here when Thomson get all their players back, I'm not so sure that's a big factor leading into the finals. Mind you, if Bannockburn had to kick 6 or 7 against the wind this quarter and won by 12 or 13, it might.
Yes, absolutely. In the middle was Alan and Greg. Greg got the tap down, but at ground level it is Thomson who've got the footy. Now,
it's on again.
See there, that's a high tackle given, I think, in there. Was Alan laid the tackle.
He's been in amongst it all day, hasn't he?
Yes, and Chris Scott is the
I
recipient.
tell you
of
what,
that.
in the finals, if he can stay on the ground, he'll be a danger.
Yeah, so the ball goes to half for Brent McLeod. Big, well, there was Jackson McLeod
That's
nearly
a free.
strangled there, and no free kick. The ball comes towards the boundary, and Werple and for
That's Stu got to take it off him, yeah.
so the ball now kicked towards half forward as the rain starts to fall. That's all we need now, isn't it?
Yeah.
So the ball
Come
is
right in here through this open window. There's a couple of punches thrown there.
Oh, that was Eddie, I think, let one go there, and I don't know whether that was seen.
Yes, it was, because there's been a free kick given, so he saw it.
Why wouldn't he report him? Like,
Probably not quite enough in it for a report. It was just powder puff stuff. Because I reckon if this big Eddie wanted to hit you, he'd hurt you. Don't worry about that.
so the ball now from Thomson goes towards half forward. Well, a free kick against Allen on that occasion, and
Bit unlucky.
he might have been, but he was all over Dean Oakley, as Oakley now kicks it long towards the full forward position. About 4 to Greg had been a cream cake would have splattered
I was
all
gonna say
over
a
him.
bucket of
In fact, the siren has sounded as Brent McLeod, he comes in, not a bad looking kick at all.
A
and,
lovely kick.
That's his third goal, and the siren is Thomson. 17-14-116 Bannockburn, Smiths Holden, Blood Suzuki final quarter scoreboard. It's all over, and Bannockburn